Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your new moon in Scorpio reading for October 13th, November 13th, 2023. Um, the direction this reading is going in is a number 3, what we're creating, right? The Trinity, it's a creative number. Consciousness, dark thoughts. And so you want to be very mindful of your thinking and directing it in the way that you want it to go, because 3 it's creative. It's the creation number, right? It is the Trinity. It's creativity itself. And so you want to be careful what you're creating through any dark thoughts. We'll address that through the reading because that's the direction of the reading. And your focus for the next 2 weeks is the Judgment card. Okay, so freedom, rebirth, fresh start, renewal, life purpose is what it's reading here. You may be judgmental during this time because you have dark thoughts with this card. And maybe you're finding out information, or maybe you're just coming to your own conclusions. But the Judgment card are epiphanies. These are so maybe this helps to clear up any dark thoughts. And it's sort of a rebirth, right? It's the clarion call. It's a call to action. We figure something out and we're like, okay, now I understand what the purpose was of that particular situation. Now I understand why it all happened. Or now I understand what I'm here to do on this planet. Or something like that, right? It's a rebirth. It's a call to action. The clarion call. So I'm going to lay out all the cards first. This first column is where you are at the beginning of this new moon, or what you are beginning new at this time. If you're not beginning something yourself, maybe just there's a new beginning happening around you. And you may even be unaware of it. The second column is you and how you deal with the situation. And the last column is the potential outcome. We have free will, of course, but sometimes things are supposed to just happen the way they're supposed to happen. Life is a paradox. It's both. It's always both. It's two sides of the coin. It's duality. Can't get away from it. Okay. So likely outcomes, potential outcomes. All right, let's have a look here. So you're dealing with a couple of people at the beginning of this new moon. One is a Queen of Swords. This is my Virgo card. This is my Gemini card. So you have a couple of air signs here. The Queen of Swords is great with detail. She is a bit nitpicky, but she's precise and she's organized about things. She is looking to clear the clouds of her mind, and it seems to me like she's done it. She can cut people off with a flick of her wrist if she doesn't like you or what you have to say. Very critical thinking, but also very critical, right? So that goes both ways. Sword cuts both ways. They are often in positions of managing people, or there's a refinement to their looks. They can be sharp in features, so pointy nose, pointy chin, high cheekbones. And again, like I said, they're often very refined looking people. Okay. And you have the King of Pentacles, which is Gemini for me. This is somebody who has mastered or is in the midst of mastering the physical world, his physical world. This is somebody who takes very practical steps. He can be a little bit boring sometimes, but he takes practical steps to, practical, diligent steps. He is patient, and he takes small steps to create big changes. That's what I'm getting at here. He is going to be square in features, so you might want to look at his chin, his forehead, his hands. Can be very square. His jawline, right? A nice square jawline. It is Gemini, so they're probably people who can talk a mean game. They're highly focused, though, on making money or their business. sometimes health as well. But still, I think the financial world, the physical world, the business world takes precedence. What about these people? They're allies. Nice. These are people that can help you to get ahead, right? This is moving in new directions, and the people and the situations that we gather to help us move forward within those new situations. But this can be, well, these are allies, these are people, but they can be giving workshops, maybe they're writing books, maybe you're listening to one of their podcasts. In any case, they're allies and they're helping you to move ahead or to get ahead in a situation, moving in new directions. We're still at the Three of Wands, which is the beginning of a passionate endeavor. So we're still at the beginning stages with that Three of Wands here, which makes sense with the new moon. Then you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Cups for how you're behaving. This is unions. And if you are pairing up with this King of Pentacles, it can afford you something nice, because this is the inheritance card. This is independence. And so through your own hard work or someone else's, right, because it's an inheritance card, you can be financially independent. You can have a luxurious life. This may just be a luxury purchase. This can be beautifying your home and your space. But it's got a very luxury quality to it, but it's also workmanship, right? It comes after the Eight of Pentacles, which is honing your skills. And once you do that, you can make a really luxurious, beautiful life of your own once you work it out, right? The Eight of Pentacles is just like blowing out distractions and just getting work done. And so the Nine of Pentacles is definitely an emphasis on the physical, on finances, luxury purchases, that sort of thing. And maybe it comes through marriage, right? Or a partnership, unity, a unification of some sort. These are people that we identify with. So it is your heart's mirrored desire in somebody else, right? This desire that you have that somebody else has too, and you're like, hey, let's put our desires together and make a union. It's that kind of energy. So it can be partnerships, unions of all kinds. But it seems to bring some nice wealth. And maybe you're the one who has the wealth here, and the partnership is sharing the wealth, kind of thing. It is the end of difficult mental situations, so this is nice, right? Where those dark thoughts are concerned, it's over. And it can be because something has come through that really helps the situation, that brings you epiphanies, that gives you a rebirth. And so depending, and it looks to me like you have a nice outlook here, but depending on your perspective, right? Is this dusk or is it dawn? Is it the end of a very difficult situation? Yes, because that's what this card means. Or is it the beginning of some new day is dawning? Yes, because 10 is the end of a situation while simultaneously beginning something new. Okay? New endeavors. Moving on to a new path. And with the Chariot card, we're definitely moving, and this can be actual physical moving, driving, travel, an actual move, maybe moving houses. Maybe you're moving into a nicer, luxurious, better space. The Hierophant card is large organizations, so maybe you're moving into a complex, right? You have to deal with the board, right? You have to deal with the government. These are large organizations, hospitals, schools. Maybe you're moving into a new dorm space, a better dorm space. It's that kind of energy. It is my no answer. So maybe a restriction or permission is denied, or you're not getting it just yet, and you have to move, or you have to go somewhere else, or it's that kind of energy. But you are dealing with organizations. You might just have to fill out forms or stand in line or ask permission where the Hierophant card is concerned. But the Chariot actually gets things moving. It's a self-confidence. This is Taurus. This is Cancer. And the Chariot card is assimilating two opposing forces and knowing where we're going from there, right? We kind of pick a direction and decide to move in that direction. It's self-confidence. It is alignment, right? Everything is in alignment here. And maybe even in this case, the organization is also in alignment. And maybe you're the head of an organization, right? Maybe you're the one that's moving things in this organization. And we are talking about some pretty big stuff when the King of Pentacles arrives and all this money. This is a new adventure. This is really nice. Pure potential with the Fool. And it's taking a leap of faith. So I think those dark thoughts are leaving you. And we're starting something new here. This is dealing with the challenges and rewards as they come, not to over-anticipate the dark thoughts, right? Oh, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. It can very well be proven that your dark thoughts were incorrect. You have the Hanged Man is what Spirit wants you to know, and that's perspective here, and that comes again through this card, right? Dusk or dawn, what is it for you? Letting go, pause, procrastination, stalling, sacrifice, and indecision. This again is the card of Odin, who sacrificed his eye for knowledge. This is definitely a new perspective. While you're waiting, you can see a new perspective here. Okay? Things may not be in your hands. It's kind of like giving control over, and that's probably pretty difficult for a Sagittarius to do. But things may not be in your hands, and you kind of have to wait with the Hanged Man. But the card, the Hanged Man card says if you wait and you wait with faith, you usually get what you want. So don't think negatively. Think positively. There is an interesting energy on the earth now where things can go, you can manifest quicker. So that can be dark thoughts or light thoughts, right? So if you can choose, what would you prefer? Choose the light, right? Okay. Thank you for listening. I hope this has been helpful. I'll return in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. Until then, take good care. Bye for now.